So I'm concerned anytime a claim is made that we're finding too many students with disabilities. If the problem is that we have a stigma for kids being diagnosed that way, then we need to eliminate the stigma. We just don't not give them the services. And, if the problem is they're not getting the right services, then we need to work on the right services. But if it's simply reducing the amount of people that we find, I don't see that as a solution to anything.
Yeah, it's not so much, and I thank you for that. It's not so much reducing it's really identifying the kids that need it the most, right? That's where special education benefits kiddos, right? Is that we need to flag the kids that need it the most, right? Not everybody can benefit from special education, right? Because at the end of the day, the accommodations and differentiated instruction is paramount. That's good teaching, right? And every kid has different needs. And we're not saying that we want to identify kids less. We just want to make sure before we identify a kid with a learning disability that we have provided everything possible in terms of interventions and supports before going that route. Because to Ms. Ray's point, when you have certain eligibilities that you are given, let's be honest, once you're in special education, you're going to be there for quite some time. And as a special education teacher, my job is to support and move kids, right? Obviously depending on the child, but really we got to look at that piece of giving the kids that stigma, because whether we want to believe it or not, there are folks that it really harms kids, right? It really harms kids from doing certain things. If you have an ED eligibility, I mean, you cannot become a police officer, right? You can't, certain armed forces you can't go to, right? I mean, it's limiting. And so those are the things that we have to kind of, as a system kind of take in. But to your point, Mr. Peterson, we're not saying that we want to identify less kids. We just want to make sure that we've done everything we can to intervene and prevent and support kids before going through that process.